Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and today I'm going to talk all about the metaverse. Now I know the metaverse is a massive topic at the moment and things are really hotting up. I want to go through three that I think are going to explode in 2022 and we want to try and front run them. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the project, go through the three I think are really good and what's happening with them a little bit, and also that all important price chart action. So if you want to know what three metaverses I think are going to explode in 2022, stay tuned and let's get into the video. Okay, let's do this quick boring bit that we have to do in order to get this video out there, and that's anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. No, this bad boy is for your educational purposes only. So with that bit out of the way, as you know, the metaverse is the hot topic at the moment. And there's some really good ones coming through the ranks and there's some really good established ones out there. With things like Mana, which is Decentraland, and Sand, which is Sandbox, people and celebrities are aping in and flying in with hundreds and millions of dollars. We've got Snoop Dogg buying Metaverse up, Atari, big companies, big names are getting in there. And recently Grayscale have come out and said that a lot of the Metaverse is going to blow up in 2022 and make hundreds of millions of dollars. So obviously we on Crypto and in the crypto space want to take advantage of that and see where we can get in. So I'm going to go through my three top picks that I think are going to in 2022 and look at the price chart action. So let's jump into the first one, which is a top one. Boom. So as you can see, Decentraland is down on the day, but that's not surprising because the crypto market is taking a bit of a retracement at the moment. It's having a little bit of a relief rally, but at the moment, a lot of the tokens and coins are down. So it's not surprising that Decentraland Mana is down 5.75 on the day. But this is still a big opportunity to grow because obviously we're looking at NFT metaverse season, which I think is going to come in January, February, and we're going to see a lot of people looking into this because yes, the crypto market is going to have a bear market and some of the tokens are going to take a hit, but gaming is always going to be gaming. So I think the metaverse and the NFTs are really going to flourish. We'll go over to their website and do a bit of your own research to how you can get in of creating your land, doing what it is you like, because a piece of land actually sold for 2.4 million and that is absolutely crazy. So can you imagine if you was a really early adapter to this and you start buying bits of land and you get next door to some big company or you create your own kind of virtual world in there. As we know, Sotheby's and people like that are creating online auctions on this metaverse. We've got people creating their own casinos and the digital avatar. The opportunities are absolutely endless. So go over, have a look at what you can do with Decentraland and if the pricing structure is right for you and see if this is something you would want to get into. Also look at the token, which is sort of like I say on the way down, but it is going to be rising pretty soon. So if we go into the actual charts, you can see that Mana is going sideways at the moment. It took the big crash dip, it had the relief rally, it hit the kind of moving average as resistance and came down and found a nice support level here at where the bottom bar of this crash hit the top. So if we just put our kind of trend line in there, you can see that this is where it's finding its good support now. And you can see even with the market down at the moment and things going not so great for the crypto market, you can see that this is still trading sideways in this kind of downwards trend. And I would think $3.40 would be a good area to start looking at putting your buy boxes in from here to kind of this level here. So from 320 to 340, if you can get in at that kind of price, would be a good area to start. But let's put this trend line in from back in November, touching all these points here. You can see that it absolutely got a decision to make pretty soon. Is it going to break out of this kind of descending triangle or is it going to continue sideways? My guess is we'll start seeing a bit more of a relief soon, and we'll start seeing a bit more movement to the upside. That doesn't mean to say that if Bitcoin does kind of take a retracement, that it won't drag some of this down with it. But as you can see from the descending triangle, you can see it's hitting support, hitting resistance, hit support, hit resistance. And for me, when the consolidation comes nicely and it's squeezing and squeezing, I think we might see a little bit of volume come in, because for me, I still think Mana is pretty much a cheap token right now. So let's jump into the next one, because I want to keep this video pretty short, and that is Sandbox. Sandbox has been one of my favorites since it stopped. I did a video on it over a month ago, and I've still left my price chart predictions in there, and you can see they've hit to nearly precise or where we said Sandbox was going to hit. Although it has retraced a little bit more of 6% on the day, you can see that the volume is pretty much similar to what we're looking at, the 1 billion 24-hour volume, although the fully diluted market cap is a lot more. And this is the one where Snoop Dogg brought up kind of his area in the Sandbox, and someone spent an absolute fortune on trying to be his neighbor. And he tweeted about it, that someone brought a massive piece of land next to his, a high figure. Now, I'm unsure what that figure is without looking into it, but you can go in there, look at the Sandbox's way, and that's overall with the overall trend going up. So yes, you can go into Sandbox website. It'll tell you about how you buy the land, what you can do, how you can get it. It does have a lot of, obviously I've got the wrong network on there because it's trying to connect to my MetaMask. Don't worry about that. But it does say a lot down here. You can just see it's got the market, it's got create, it's got the map, it's got the about. And you could sort of go in there and see about. So you can jump over there, see the map, see where people are looking to buy and sell, and sort of really just profit from getting on Metaverse early. You can already see there's some Snoop Dogg's area here. People that are buying up the land around him, and he has brought, well, I don't know if he's been given or purchased a big area here, as has, if I just move myself out of the way a second, a massive piece of land. You've got Sandbox that's got land in there. You've got Snoop Dogg, Atari's just buying up absolutely loads of plots. So if these big people, and you see big industries buying into it, it does say to me that Metaverse and the land is going to be an absolute no-brainer. But again, don't ape into anything. Just make sure, do your own research and see what it is it's all about. Because when you click on these little plots, you do have to spend a pretty penny in sand, and sand obviously is cheaper than what it was at the time of a lot of people buying this thing. So let's just go into the all important price chart action, because I did cover this a month ago, and you'll see that the price targets I was expecting sand to got hit pretty much exactly as it is, and it was also acted as support. So if I just jump into the price chart at the moment, you can see this area here, this rising wedge line here with this trading channel that it was in. You see, I put this trading channel in way back nearly ago when I was doing it, and I did mark some points of where I see sand hitting and getting to be a top level. Now this did happen pretty much a couple of weeks, it wasn't even after that actually, a couple of days after we did the video. It got up and found this level of support, which is where we put this marker in. You can go back and see that video in my YouTube channel, and you can see that I'm not BSing or talking a load of crap to you. These markers 1, 2, 3 here, and this channel that I put in here will all be in there prior to this crash. And you can see where this wick smack down hit pretty much exactly where I was looking for it to go, which is, for me, is crazy. I just realised I'm still over here. Let me put myself back. The market trading the channel, it broke out the channel. It went to highs up here of $8.50, and when it fell back down, it went to this marker that we put in nearly a month ago, and has used this as support in a sideways channel. Now this is theoretically on a downward trend at the moment, so we could see the levels fall to pretty much around about here as well. Again, like we said and did before, you can put your buy box in there and look for them place orders or them scammy wicks anywhere in there. Again, not financial advice, just my opinion. But don't forget to hit that like, smash that subscribe button, tickle that bell notification, so when I do these videos and price predictions, that you get notified as and when they do. For me, I do think that this is on a downwards trend, and until we start seeing the U-turn where it finds support, bounces, gets rejected, we will see an upwards trend of Sandbox, and it might be a good time to look into. Now, let's quickly go on to the final one. This one is a hidden gem in my opinion, and one that you might not know too much about, and that's TCG Coin. Now, TCG is a world like a metaverse, but it's a new up and coming riser, as you can see by the price and as you can see by the volume traded and the fully diluted market cap. Now, there was a TCG normal coin out, but the TCG Coin 2 is a coin that's associated with the TCG world. And for me, I think TCG is a undervalued and an up and coming metaverse. So you can see again, it held its support really well, had the crash still, went up and started going down. So it will find its bottom pretty soon, and we should see a part of the uptrend. But let's look at TCG world. Now, TCG world, it still is in its better stage, so you are an early adapter if you look to get into this. But again, it's a large NFT platform world with a marketplace with available plots of land that you can buy that are relatively cheap at the moment. We're talking at 1 BNB and stuff like that. So you can go over there and look at what you want to buy. There's creatures, there's land, all sorts of stuff that are looking to be the big thing, in my opinion only, and again, financial advice, in the metaverse. So you can get over here, do your own research and get into a project pretty early before it shoots up and gets as big as the Sandbox, the Decentraland, etc. Because as I said, anyone that's got a good user case, a good roadmap, and is putting an effort into a metaverse is going to be, over the next 12 months, onto an absolute winner, in my opinion. Now, let's just have a look at TCG's price chart action before I leave you, because I am trying to rally through this. So please, if I'm talking a bit quick, maybe slow the video down a little. Just want to get you as much information as I can, and I'm excited about the metaverse, so hopefully that's coming through. So you can see this token wasn't really seeing a great deal of action in the kind of mid-term. Now I'm going to get some lines up for you. You can see there was a lot of action back down here at the beginning of November, and obviously it's sort of, people had a sell-off because they've seen this big pump, and it was way low down in the 20 to 40 cents mark. And I would have said that this would have been an absolute key level. So this would have been a resistance that it would have been getting smashed against. Once it broke out to this, it did literally use this as a launch pad and shot to the moon. Went to an all-time high of $1.30, and now is on a bit of a downtrend at the moment to 0.75, so 75 cents. But for me, if you have a look at this price chart action here, the crash dip there and the sell-off here, we are looking at this token being at its pretty much support bottom at the moment. If it breaks this level, it doesn't really have a lot to fall back to the next support, which I would put down here, because you've got a lot of price chart action here. Here it just missed here, and it used it as a retracement before it shot up. And if you can see, it's not far off from where we had the crash there before the kind of bulls come back in, brought the token back up and came back down to these levels here. So keep your eye on this, because this is a front running token and this is a front running project. So not only do you want to A, trade the token, buy the tokens, and be in the actual metaverse land, because obviously you can use BNB to buy that, and you can make your money in BNB trading this kind of chart patterns. If you're buying at support, selling at resistance, you could sort of edge your bets by buying the token, trading off the token, and buying the assets early on, hoping that this will take off. Now, everything is not guaranteed, but if you do your research and you like it like I have, you could be looking to maybe just test the waters, put a little bit in there and see what happens. But for me, this price is a mid-range at the moment, which I can see not falling any lower than around about 65 cents if the market stays as it is. We maybe get a scammy little wick down, but because of obviously the lot of the price chart action's been here, it is on a downtrend, but I think we're going to start seeing this take a bit of a U-turn. Even if you don't believe in my price chart action or what I'm saying, just have a look at projects and keep them on your radar. I mean, I'm just a normal YouTuber like everyone else. Well, I'm not like BitBoy Crypto, but I'm like a lot of others where I just try and give you the market as I see it and doing the analytics with the facts and stats of price chart action, trends in the market, the trend being metaverse, price chart action being what we've seen. I'm not trying to shield tokens and coins to you in a Dodge or Lamborghini on the way to church. I'm just looking at what I would invest in and what I am investing in and try to give you the kind of edge or the chance to front run what everyone's going to be FOMOing and aping into. So again, smash that like, hit that subscribe button, tick that bell notification, leave a comment below if you agree or what you don't agree with. Just give me some feedback, what you'd like to see on the channel, because obviously this is for you. I know what I'm looking at, so I want to give it to my viewers and subscribers. Most important thing, as we always say at the end of the videos, is trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.